Thank you. Thank you. Good evening. How are you all? We'll see. We will see. Everything great in history has been built by people who believe that the future could be bigger than the past. A few years ago, somebody got together and dreamed up this church. Yes or yes? Yes. And why did they build such a big church? Because they believed that the future could be bigger than the past. And we need more of that sort of dreaming. We need more of that sort of vision in our church today. Because the truth is, it has been a tough time to be Catholic in America the past decade or so. Yes or yes? Yeah, a lot of scandal, a lot of cover-up, a lot of lawsuits, tragedy the way that priesthood has been tarnished. But in the midst of all of that, I think we've overlooked a couple of tragedies. And one of those is that as Catholics, we have forgotten our story. And worse than that, we are allowing the anti-Catholic American media to tell our story for us. And they've got people convinced that Catholicism is about a handful of priests who don't know what it means to be a priest, and that is not Catholicism. There are 1.2 billion Catholics on the planet. There are 71 million Catholics in America. And in our culture, we throw big numbers around all the time. But let's put it in perspective. How many people does it take to elect an American president? 51 million. 51 million votes this November, you can be president of the United States. How many Catholics in America? 71 million Catholics in America. We're not some little fringe group, but we're being treated like some little fringe group. There's 71 million Catholics in America. There are 1.2 billion Catholics on the planet. And every single day the Catholic Church feeds more people, houses more people, clothes more people, visits more imprisoned people, takes care of more sick people, and educates more people than any other institution on the planet Earth could ever hope to. Let me ask you a couple of questions. Yeah, it's good. Let me ask you a couple of questions. You know, when Jesus was alive, where were the sick people? You know, they're in hospitals, right? Yeah, we read in the scriptures, Jesus came to the village and he said to the people, please take me to the nearest hospital because I want to cure some sick people. No? There's never any such thing as a hospital. Everything that's good about modern health care emerged through the church, emerged through the religious orders. Let me ask you another question. Raise your hand if your parents are kings, queens, dukes, earls, duchesses, knights. Wouldn't be a single educated person here tonight if it wasn't for the church's introduction of education for the masses. It wasn't some modern government that introduced education for the masses. It was the Catholic Church that introduced education for the masses. We've forgotten our story. For 2,000 years, wherever you find Catholics, you find a group of people making phenomenal contributions to their local community, to their national community, and to the international community. Is our past without blemish? Absolutely not. Absolutely, there are some horrific moments in Catholic history, and we have to own up to that. We have to be honest about that. But there are no perfect churches. You find yourself a perfect parish, you go ahead and join it. Won't be perfect anymore.